dog. Joe Biden's looking for a VP. Turns out Amy Klobuchar took herself off the picking line. She's no longer running. She's no longer interested, or maybe it just set in it. She wasn't going to be the person anyway. I don't know. Here goes the clip of Amy Klobuchar announcing that she's unannouncing that she's available to be picked for the job we don't want her to have anyway.
You know, Lawrence, I have never, as you probably know, on many, many shows since I endorsed the vice president on that joyful night in Dallas, I've never commented on this process at all. But let me tell you this, after what I've seen in my state, what I've seen across the country, this is a historic moment, and America must seize on this moment. And I truly believe, as I actually told the vice president last night when I called him, that I think this is a moment to put a woman of color on that ticket. And there are so many incredibly qualified women. But if you want to heal this nation right now, my party, yes, but our nation, this is sure a hell of a way to do it. And that's just what I think after being through this in my state.
Yeah, so she's going to sacrifice her bid to be vice president, which was dead in the water anyway, and support a woman of color, to be vice president because, you know, all the stuff that's been happening in her state. Amy Klobuchar, I've said this many, many times. I know I have some thick-skulled people that don't get it, but we don't need cops. Like, that's the worst profession to be coming from right now, to be anywhere on anyone's anything. You couldn't be vice president. Hell, you couldn't be elected the president of the local teachers union right now. Do you understand? The fact that you're still viable in your own state baffles the hell out of me. You're part of the problem. When Amy Klobuchar was the top cop in Minnesota, she had 24 opportunities to prosecute cops who shot civilians. You know how many times she took that opportunity to do that? Can you count to zero, Johnson? Zero. Zero. Goose egg. Not at all. And don't tell me about, it wasn't my responsibility. Leaders lead, Amy. Everybody else sits down and shuts up. But leaders lead. You weren't a leader. You're not a leader now. You don't instill confidence. You're not confident in you. No one is. No one trusts you. You're fake. I don't believe your fake tears. I'm tired of hearing about your snow. I'm tired of hearing about your papa being on the juice. I'm tired of hearing about all of it. I'm prepared. I'm very prepared for the day that Amy Klobuchar goes back to being just that short woman from that state no one gives a fuck about. I want that to happen. There are some people who have been lenient on Amy Klobuchar because they don't want to offend the Karens. You are chief of the Karens, Amy, and we're tired of you. Yeah, we've been vocal about Kamala Harris. I was just as vocal about Amy Klobuchar. While you skated under the radar and everyone else, I had your ass front and center from day one. Those who have selective only pay attention to one candidate. I paid attention to multiple candidates. I think that the days of cops running any type of movements within any party should be over, particularly the Democratic Party, or a party that thinks they're going to get my people's vote. She was a law and order politician. She was tough on crime. In the 2000s, not 1990s, when the crack era soared that destroyed black communities. No, in the 2000s, Amy was doing the same shit that we punished Biden for doing in the 90s. She was doing it in the 2000s. That's how she rose to become a fucking senator. Duty of history on her. So no, Amy, you can't knight anyone. You scumbag. You can't knight anyone or give anybody a push. But what you can do is have a whole stadium full of seats. We are done with you. If the news you watch makes you more confused after you watch it, watch The Tim Black Show, and know what's going on. Go to patreon.com, Tim's Take Live. Join today.